the battle mode maps. We can do those too.
Is that the balloon thing?
Yeah. Have you not played any battle modes? Oh, we can change that.
But yes, we are here to watch all of the Mario Kart Rainbow Roads, as you can see, from 1992, which is Super Nintendo.
Oh God,
no Super Nintendo.
Is it really 92?
Yeah.
Golly.
And in 2020, we're gonna see Tour, which I think we all kind of expressed that this is our first time seeing Tour.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
I've played a little bit of it. I don't think I remember playing Rainbow Road though.
That's a toy, right? The physical toy.
That's home circuit. That's what you're thinking of. Okay. Yeah. I was like,
is Tour not on the phone though?
It's not?
Is it?
I thought you could play on your phone. I don't have it, so I'm not the authority.
Tour is on the phone. Home circuit is the little RC car.
Got it.
We really did our research here.
Yeah.
Boys.
Yes, we did. We are.
I know Mario Kart. Zoom Turtle.
We will definitively figure out which Rainbow Roads are truly the best.
Guys, down in the comments, let us know your rankings, because it'll be really interesting to see everybody else's opinion as well.
I really want a true hard SNES Rainbow Road fan to just ream us, because I'm gonna make a bold claim. I don't think that track's gonna rank very high.
What if it? Well,
when you got you got heavy contenders up here.
Anyway, get some introductions out of the way, because obviously for my channel you guys are new. Sasuke789 here. Everybody that knows me knows me. Those who don't, you should.
It's true.
Variety streamer, mainly PC, lover of Power Rangers.
Rightly so.
Rightly so. What about you guys? Introduce yourselves to the group.
White Panther 001, very similar variety streamer of sorts, heavily Nintendo oriented though, as you can see by all the lovely colors. But yeah, that's me. I like to yell at games a lot when usually they're not games you yell at.
You do be yelling.
I do be yelling. Who are you, Flesh?
Hi. Yeah. I'm Marcus, or FleshMayFail.
Yeah.
I play a lot of things. I like retro. I like JRPGs.
Oh, you do?
I'm on YouTube and the Twitch and the TikTok. You know, I do the thing.
Links will be in descriptions all over the place.
Look at those descriptions.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to start off with Super Mario Kart. Pretty simple, pretty basic. It's pretty short, so...
It has its place in history, but I won't play it again.
History's in the past, but we're going to relive it here today.
Yeah, we're going to take a look and have a little discussion on it afterwards. Take the reins.
Right.
Oh, nostalgia, though. Nostalgia.
I mean, yeah, it hits you right away, doesn't it?
This better go by fast. Pretty speedy.
I can see these colors. Let's start there.
Yeah, I wonder how we got from this to like, oh, Rainbow Road has to be the hardest track in every Mario Kart.
I mean, this was hard because driving in the SNES was like impossible.
It's God's place in history, but like I can already tell, like this is probably gonna be at the bottom.
It's probably the easiest one to go around.
Oh yeah, those thwomps though, they get you.
They do.
If you choose the wrong side.
The depth was not a good thing in the days.
Exactly.
Back in the day, right, the controls were probably a little bit more janky than what we're used to now. I don't fully remember. Very slidey, and as they kind of showed in the video, the jumps, the big hops you would do, it's just, there was no support, no railing. It was, you mess up, you fall.
Right. But you could break the game. You could, if you mastered those curves, you could skip so many sections.
Unless you're heavy. Bowser can't be doing that.
Like a Bowser boy. I don't know.
It's one of those things where it's obviously been a long time since any of us has played on this track, but like just visually and like objectively looking at it, it's simple. It's something that you would expect to see from a game from the early 90s. If you're trying to compare it to the other ones, which
it's a little unfair.
Yeah.
We'll see. So
I think once we get to it, we should, in fairness, rank the remaster against everything.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because I think some picks might change based on their newer versions. But we'll see. We'll get there when we get there.
Speaking of getting there, the next one is for Mario Kart 64.
Let's go. Also very colorful.
Very colorful.
See all those colors.
They've learned to blend.
Yep. Thankfully. I also like how it cuts out at some point, the rendering distance, and then it catches up there. It's a cool
the
effect.
older games.
Very hoppy.
Wow. Was there gravity?
Oh, that's it. That would it be an interesting mechanic.
Did they make gravity a little bit lower on the
Yeah,
old roads?
that'd be very cool.
Or was that just something that they
Might just been a little game breaky.
I forgot there were chain chomps in this road for no reason other.
It's weird that they're like chomping halfway through it. They're
How are
just
they in it?
they're eating a fruit roll up, essentially. They're stuck in the middle of it. I can now not think of Rainbow Road as just a very long fruit by the foot.
Yeah. Are they? So are we seeing giant constellations, or are there fireworks going off? What is happening?
With how relatively close they are, you'd think they'd be like some sort of fireworks, but there's no way they were going to be able to do that animation on the 64 with all this
Neon
going on.
lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the vibe. I do like the vibe.
You can't fall off the side, can you?
There is railing everywhere
Yeah.
so far.
This is a very safe Rainbow Road than what we're used to.
Other than the chain chomps.
Safer than the last. We just throwing this idea out there because we have a brand new structure with this. What if we have categories that we rank these like design, difficulty, and overall appeal? I don't know. We'll get there when we
like
get
that.
there. But
Obstacles.
he kind of changed direction. He kind of hoped a bit.
Or Donkey Kong.
It's always Donkey Kong. That's a
See the way that they bounce too? It was like they weren't animated to bounce. They were like, let me take the PNG,
yeah.
fling
Just,
my mouse.
yeah. That was kind of
Yeah. There really wasn't no thrill.
right.
You know,
Exactly.
You had the safety the whole time. You never had to worry about falling off the map.
It's just kind of boring.
It was a bit boring.
The only danger was a few chain chompies here and there. It's looking bleak. I think that might be a bottom.
But it was the first step into
3D.
3D. So maybe they were just like, we can't be too adventurous. We got to make sure it works.
People gonna be falling too much.
Because I remember when I first got an N64, I got sick playing Mario and Glover because it was just like a new thing.
You sure it just wasn't Glover?
It might have been also that Glover was wild to look at.
Yeah. No, it's a good track for its time. Might not hold up.
Well, the next option that we're going to be seeing is the Mario Kart Super Circuit on the
Heck
Game Boy
yeah.
Advance.
Let's go.
Let's go. Off the start, this map looks bonkers. Oh,
pretty.
with
Oh, there
no.
goes the rail.
Okay. Yeah.
Gone.
Ooh. Oh, the
Wait, is the
nostalgia of this
edge-
music.
Is the edge a jump? The edge is a jump.
Oh,
the
that's
edge is
even
a jump.
crazier. Oh, that's shortcuts all day. Wow. Yep, and you had that stretch right there. And boost pads. This was the game to introduce boost pads? Or no, 64 had boost pads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just didn't have them on Rainbow Road.
Yeah, because they're like, that's too much.
It's too much.
No railings, bouncy railings, and that's crazy. And then this is the first game to bring back classics.
So yeah, this is the first remake of
Yeah.
the Super Nintendo.
I think we should go ahead and just go with this one, and we can talk about both right after. Control-wise, Super Circuit and SNES are very similar, just it's more of a graphical leap. And that music is straight up the same, but no thwomps.
Nope.
No thwomps. Not yeah, wow. They wanted this to be the easy version? I
They
guess.
were probably just like, bring it back.
Yeah.
It's boring. Like
Yeah.
you said, when it first showed up, it's just boring.
I do like the temptation to take the shortcuts of the original for Super Circuit. That's good, but
The jump pads.
but bringing back the OG in this and taking away the one gimmick it had, it's somehow worse than the OG.
It makes it more easier.
Yeah.
You know, because like you're not gonna have issues if there's no like road hazards. it just makes it feel too easy. Because what do you have to be afraid of? If you're able to drift well enough to where you know you're not going to fall off a certain turn.
Exactly.
It's so easy.
And it's the items at that point. And if I remember correctly, Super Circuit was pretty easy on items. It's not like what we know today with Deluxe is just getting murdered constantly.
Yeah.
I like the moon too. I like the little backdrop there.
I was going to talk about the aesthetic of
very pretty.
The Super Circuit. When the first track, I wanted to keep watching even though the lap ended.
Yeah.
I wasn't done with it.
Because there was some skill there. They were taking those shortcuts. They were taking those chances.
Yeah.
Well, then having the bounce pads on the side, somebody can bump you into it. You just go by. Like, it doesn't really feel scary until it is. It's one of those things where, like, the aesthetic of just all the art and everything and the background, and it's absolutely phenomenal. They put in so many nice touches. So,
Feels
aesthetically,
good.
yeah.
I don't know. I have a very soft place in my heart for the advanced look. So I like the NES, the Super Nintendo art style. Portable. It's great. It's great. Good times. A lot of rainbow in the background.
Yeah, that bomb is just up there, huh? It's just floating things over a city?
Yeah, this is
Over a city.
one of the first times we've seen the gigantic city that you just plummet to.
Oh, is this a canon city? Is this New Donk?
Maybe they had this idea so long ago.
Oh, that was a giant...
Yeah, I forgot about these long stretches. Yeah, boost pad
Thank you.
with the little bitties right here. This curve, this could make or break you sometimes.
This is what won you or lost you the race
Yeah.
right here.
How many can you hit and efficiently without falling off?
I will say they made that feel good. Anime
yeah.
lines and all.
Anime line, yeah. The speed lines.
She just threw like 8 fireballs.
Yep.
That was the green fireball there.
Double Dash's unique gimmick, aside from the double, was each character having a specific item.
Oh. No, they did that in Super Nintendo.
They did?
I can tell. I'll talk about that after. Though.
Okay. Wow, we are so knowledgeable. We know our facts. This one,
That was a lot. So yeah, in Super Nintendo, there was whenever anybody else got like the star or whatever item, it was like unlimited for them. Yoshi consistently had eggs. Mario consistently had a superstar. It's really annoying.
I'm trying to remember.
It's not fair. Mario is invincible all the time.
Oh yeah, that would totally be broken. So
It's
broken.
unfair.
That's so broken.
But the thing about Double Dash it was really good for like a big cooperative thing because you had one person driving and one person dealing with the items. You could have the 2 players like that, and then
And they could
would
throw
have
you
to-
a different item. You could change which item you had.
I will say, I'm not crazy about how it looked. I know
No.
it's GameCube era.
Oh, just
And
graphically?
I'm not talking about graphically. I'm talking about
Design.
like, floating bombs and floating mushrooms.
Yeah.
You know, what I saw of the city was cool. And
Right.
how many sections had railing? I've already forgotten. I
Duh.
felt like it started and stopped.
Anytime with the curves, they like to not have it. Straightaway's not too much happening. They introduced a cannon for the first time with
the Donkey Kong map.
Oh, also an actual cannon, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about just the
Yeah, because like Rainbow Road since then always had like a gimmick like that, some sort of tube that you go through or whatever.
They introduced a lot of, especially like map wise, they added a lot of gimmicks, a lot of new things that you haven't really seen in any of the other Mario Kart games that we have seen since then. So it's kind of like a lot of the ideas from Double Dash inspired a lot of the things from future games.
Right. Great map. Not showing bias at all.
No bias. No childhood, memories.
Right.
Nothing of the
Rose-colored
sort.
glasses?
Never heard of her. But next we got DS, looks like.
DS. This is Mario Kart DS. Is what
Played a lot of this too.
More nostalgia.
That did feel good.
Yeah. Oh, and you can make your own little icons.
Yeah. Yep.
Pixel art icons. Oh,
Wow.
we got the big curve again.
I'm noticing the when you drift, they've added the spark animation.
They did that in Double Dash.
Oh, did they?
I think they only had 2 levels you could do on that.
There's either 2 or 3.
Right. Oh, and rings. This is when the rings started getting introduced. Just big, overarching. Because I don't think Double Dash or anything before that had them.
There's a lot of railing here.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot going on with this one, gimmick-wise.
It's almost as if they took the
Good
Double
times.
Dash one and they were just like,
Yeah.
here's the package.
I did like all the loops and like
Yeah, big old loop-de-loop and pull.
you don't see that in any other Mario map.
Nope.
I don't.
They were actually
I-
playing with gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with 7 too much. That might have one. Unless you guys remember anything. Yeah. You get kind of one in the Wii. It's more of like a barrel roll. Not a full...
Barrel roll.
Yeah. Oh, Star Fox would love a Rainbow Road.
When you were going upside down, they did add the railings again. They were like, we don't want you to fall off point. Cause
Yeah, that's just
upset.
mean. That'd
Yeah.
be mean. It makes
Yeah,
sense.
and just having like that the constant speed boost while you're going around it, like that.
Yep. Felt good.
But let's see, we're on the Wii.
Yeah, we would like to play.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got a good stereotypical moon back there. Looking cheesy.
That's Earth. We are in space. Everything else was kind of within the atmosphere.
This was pretty groundbreaking. Honestly, I think the leap from Super Circuit to Double Dash was a leap, but the leap from DS to this, pretty monumental.
That's going from console or handheld to console, though.
Right,
Gotta
yeah.
keep that in mind as well.
Yeah,
That is true.
Given the respect to that. Oh, the little leapy parts, the parkour moments
That's right. I forgot. That's
where
where
you whip the controller to do a little stunt.
I didn't know that I remembered this well until playing.
This is such a good track.
I didn't fall off of this a whole lot.
No, the turns weren't too tight, I don't think. Because they really wanted to show off the parkour moments.
Yeah.
So they had more half-pipey corners.
And while you were doing that, your friends were throwing shells, and that's what knocked you in the face.
Oh, I forgot about this curved part. I did fall off this a good time or two. Because you're doing the mushroom last minute. You're like, I gotta make up ground.
Gotcha. Yeah.
How do we think about the Wii?
It's got
It's
me in
hot.
trouble.
Yeah.
Trouble a lot.
It's hot.
Crowing.
Yeah, it was a toughie. It can be a toughie sometimes. But yeah, I don't remember falling off of it that much, like you said, Flesh. Is that rose-colored glasses? Yeah, we were good at this one. We never fell off it. What are you talking about?
We were good at it because they wanted us to be good at it at that time.
Visually and like gameplay wise, like you had the trick, you had the jump tricks, you had that they brought in with the Wii. Where you shake the remote,
Yeah.
and do the
And
trick, get the boost,
motion controls.
motion.
Driving like a real car for the first time.
Telling everybody plastic wheels.
They made so much money off those.
I got the Nerf ones.
Ooh.
Soft.
And you can hit things with those.
You can throw them things. But yeah, no.
We don't justify violence in our video games.
Technically, it's outside of the game.
There you go. He's got a point. That was also a really long track, too.
Yes. Yes, the Wii itself, for just being the one track, was pretty long. But I feel like, looking back, a lot of the Wii maps were long.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot that they kind of brought in with the Wii that I probably felt like they needed to make the tracks longer to have everything that they wanted to have in it.
They needed you to feel that you needed to get used to having the ability to do tricks. They gave you a playground a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good word for it. It was a playground.
That's probably the best explanation I've heard about it ever.
But no, it's a good course. And also introduced motorcycles.
Yep.
Totally forgot about motorcycles.
Yes, motorcycles
one of
came
the
into the Wii.
Pull on a wheelie. 10 out of 10 would say. Good track. It's weird that we're starting with a remake at the beginning of 7. With the Super Circuit, we had the Super Circuit Rainbow Road and then the SNES one.
And then
So this is interesting.
So immediately you see that they did actually add some. There are some ramps. There's some coins.
The first major change
It shakes.
addition to it. I never realized how pretty 7 was. I never got to play it. It's a good-looking game.
Oh, you can Tanuki. What does a Tanuki do?
I think you just kind of pop up for a second. Oh.
Jump higher?
Oh, no, you can swipe things.
Oh, yeah.
I think. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, no, okay, so they do affect. That was where the big change came from. They affect the map and make it wavy. Oops.
I feel less bad about it.
All right, so now we're
Oh, God.
now we're getting into the
This one's
actual
crazy.
Mario Kart 7. You drive on the moon.
This
Or
one might be
8.
crazier than 8, almost. And 8 gets crazy.
What?
There's a lot of bodies in this. Has anyone played 7?
I did.
Okay, so you both have.
7.
Okay.
I just don't remember this.
You blocked it out. This one looks tough.
I must have. Yeah.
There's a lot of gaps. A lot of no railing edges. Got a mushroom for some reason.
It is thick though. There's a lot of road.
And there was some gravity messing happening there.
Oh, this I do remember being angry when it dipped you just underneath the item.
Duh. It's not laps. It's just it's a sprint.
Not allowed.
Wow. So yeah, this one's the longest by default.
I've definitely fallen off.
The introduction of the paragliders as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
8 introduced anti-gravity,
That
right?
was the big thing for 7 was the paragliders.
Okay. Cool. Jeez. I think I've only seen this track maybe like once or twice. Ooh,
This
that
one,
was
the track is definitely the star. Like they don't want you to really look to the left or to the right or what's going on in the background.
There's a lot of immersion though with these, just like getting off the ribbon and actually driving on bodies of things, moons and craters, tunnels. Oh, can we talk about that beautiful Rainbow Road music? I think Rainbow Road, the theme is on the level of DuckTales Moon theme.
That's bold.
I'm just saying.
Real bold.
It's close. The Moon theme do be slapping though.
It's real good.
It's got to be space themed. What's it's so cool about space? That's a long one.
It's a juicer for sure.
I like it a lot.
That's a good one. The remake of the so this is our third time so far seeing the Super Nintendo one. It's the quintessential right now.
Yeah.
It's better than the previous two.
It's the best one we've seen so far.
Brought the thwomps back, added the ramps, added some wavies being affected by the thwomps. Much better.
The little blocky colors were just the homage, so you know where you're at.
And it looks pretty on the eyes. Looks a lot prettier. We're missing out on the moon though. We ditched the moon in the clouds with some more stars.
Emptiness. We're in a void.
That marathon of a track in 7.
Marathon.
That brand new one. It's a long one.
It's a long one, and it looks good. It kind of brings you more into like what I thought it was like an astral field.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first time that you are not on the Rainbow Road
It feels like
for a part.
Yeah, and it feels like you're in space, truly.
Yeah, because while you were driving on that moon or asteroid, whatever it was, I don't know if you guys noticed, but you do kind of float more. You did float more when you hit those jumps, and that's just a really good addition.
Yeah, overall, good track. I also take it back. We did make it feel like you were in space, but this one immerses you a little more.
I feel like it had a very well balance between borders, no borders, because there's like a decent amount of the track where you don't see the rails, but then like, you see it every now and again. So it was like that perfect balance in my mind of like, oh, I'm safe, and oh, I'm not safe.
Yes, it keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, never lets you feel too safe. Even if you played it 100 times, anything can happen.
So yeah, we're gonna get into the juicer that is the 3 Rainbow Roads, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Is it too many? Nah.
I know I'm colorblind, but this is a less vibrant rainbow, right?
Yeah. It's less saturated, I feel
This
like.
feels more like I'm driving through a semi-colorful space station.
Yeah, which the 7 was all about going through an astral field, where this one's all about the space station is the Rainbow Road. And you can see that in the actual track itself is mechanical. It's not a ribbon of color.
Yes.
It's an actual built thing. Which I've never noticed that before. That's pretty cool.
This is the first time that there's so much happening that I want to look at the background, but the moment you do...
Yeah, this one will screw you over, especially
Whoa.
on 200. And you could hop from the top track to the bottom one if need be. The shortcut potential in this is... It's up there.
Yep.
Some great memories playing this. Some great memories.
8?
Yes.
Oh wait, no, this is the remake of the Nintendo 64 Rainbow Road.
Which is weird because this is a
I
sprint.
totally forgot that. Oh my.
They changed the actual structure of this one.
Yeah.
On 64, it was 3 laps, repeated, where this is just one long stretch, like 7 was. So this is a remake, but it's also not. It's kind of its own track.
Which I like.
Right.
Yeah. It's just a ribbon with chain chomps, and I guess it's like, oh yeah, that's 64.
These have character fireworks in the sky.
Yeah, which I guess does solidify that they're fireworks in the original too. They're just more permanent fireworks.
Right.
Firework neon signs.
Particle effects.
It was so good. In the little town, it's kind of a city still, but like it has more of like a town feel to it. I love the Polar Express just going around us.
They've taken away the barriers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the original did have pretty much permanent barriers, right? And the chain
I think it
chomp
was permanent.
isn't chomping the track, he's just bouncing.
Yeah, they made the track look more solidified, so instead of having the chain chomp in the middle of it.
The background is so beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
if you get to look at the city, it's circular, you see some bridges and some water. It kind of feels like the Polar Express. It's like centralized.
There is also a train
head
just
cannon.
going around.
Yeah.
I
You're
don't know why.
getting major Polar Express vibes. In that finish with the paraglider, it's very nice.
Oh.
It's very nice.
Oh.
Yeah, this is their SNES Rainbow Road.
So at this
No
point,
longer in a void.
this is our 8th time, and they brought the moon back. This is our 8th time, not 8th time. This is our 4th time seeing the Super Nintendo track.
Yes.
That's crazy. Nobody has had this many remakes.
They've got
Nintendo really likes it.
what are they called? The mountains from Super
Mario World? In the Mario World lettering right there
I like
on the
it.
Mario Kart. That's what is so nice about Mario, just like Mario in general. It's so color heavy, which I'm sorry, Flesh, you can't fully experience, but you know what? You still appreciate it,
I
I'm
feel
sure.
like I get it. The time I didn't get it was the last level, the
Yeah.
space one.
I love the idea of you like playing Mario World and you're just like, yeah, I get it. It's colorful.
I see colors. There's at least 2.
You don't need to overdo it. I get it. Should we talk about the remakes first or the original first in 8?
I feel like the original, since there's more remakes.
I'm a sucker for space station stuff, so seeing satellites and a blooper ship, like, that's freaking cool. I love just the lore of, like, Mario minions making a ship, Bowser sending bad guys to space.
Aesthetically, I don't love it. It's lower for me because
You mentioned the colors.
it's just because everything sort of blends together, so you can't see too much clearly, and that's what they want, right? They want you to feel like you're zooming past everything.
Right, yeah.
But I think that there's a balance that could have been struck when you are still enjoying the environment, because I think that 8 does that so well. When you think of tracks like the Animal Crossing track, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I feel like this one gets a little bit muddy with the color palette.
I can see that, yeah.
Overall, I mean, it wasn't a terrible map. But
No.
looking at the map itself, gameplay-wise, it was a good track. But then you have the issues, like Flesh brought up. It's just, is it really a rainbow? Like the colors blended a little too much. It didn't really show the whole rainbow effect. And then I get it, like being around a station, and I like that they like included the station with it. But I feel like they included it too much.
Yeah, the whole thing is just that. You know, it's built different in this is the 64 remake, truly reconstructed differently. And this is the first time it's not even a remake, it's a different track at this point.
It is completely new.
It's reminiscent.
Yeah, it's very strippy, and you got your chain chomps and your flashes.
I did like the colors and just like how they kind of like popped out over the course of the entire track.
Rainbows look very good with like a gold and bronze
Yes.
companion, but it feels even more grandiose having that. It feels royal.
They made it feel like there's a warmth here, right?
Yeah.
Compared to all the other Rainbow Roads, they wanted it to be, I guess you could say it's like a golden hour and fireworky sort of vibe.
Yeah.
Still don't get the train though. I don't.
Yeah.
No.
Like that's the question of the night. What is with the train?
There was no train in the original.
In the sky.
Was there? No.
I don't think so.
But like playing this track, I always find this to be like the more boring one because there's only like there's either 3 or 4 item box sections. And like if you're not in a good spot and you get like a green shell and a banana and you're just like I'm screwed now.
Yeah.
Because like the last one is like 20 seconds until the end. You're just like, there's no way for me to catch up now. And there's only a few sections to get coins too to get that speed up. And you're just kind of along for the ride. And you can see your asshole friend is just up there. I can't get to you.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. This is it's a spectacle. It's the jump up superstar of this game. You're there for the ride. Yep.
This one's about
It's a
spectacle.
Disney World ride. That's what this is.
I see that. But next one. This one's really fun.
The final remake.
It's very Lego-like. This one's fun. This can get pretty crazy. Because with the 90-degree turns, with how fast-paced this game is, it's nuts. And the ramps stay
Thwomps.
very violent. They got some like Starman action going on. Never questioned why they're so vibrant.
I mean, overall, this map is just probably one of the more brighter Rainbow Roads. You know, like they have a brighter tone to the colors that kind of make them like pop out. And it's just, or the moonlight shining on it, whatever, it's one of those like visually pleasing ones to look at.
Yeah.
Especially since we have a background now.
Yeah. It's not a void.
Yeah.
It's not a void.
Can we talk about the upgrade that this track has gotten through each of its? It's as if they just continue to learn.
It really
we
blew
can make
up.
this better and better.
And maybe that's why they keep bringing it back. It's like, we want to show you how we keep improving, what we keep bringing to the table.
And I guess like the best way to do that is with the most simple one.
Yeah.
Because it's very easy to just add and like try out new stuff on this map because there isn't much else to it.
Yeah. We meme on it, but it's nice to see. It's like an old friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
comforting.
Back with it. Yeah. Wow, I didn't think I'd get a new appreciation for what I thought used to be one of my least favorite tracks. But it's climbing. Wow.
Getting up there now.
And our positioning of the Super Nintendo one is being based off of this.
Yeah.
Unless Tour has it.
True. I guess this is a good segue into
Why
Tour.
don't we take a tour into it?
Tour through it.
Oh man.
You took a segue is what you did.
So we got regular 64, Super Circuit, Double Dash, DS, Wii, 7, 8, 64, 8, and SNES 8. We got 9 to choose from.
Yeah.
A nice odd number. All right. You know what? Just to get them out of the way. Hot garbage. Get that out of there. So, discussions.
Hot garbage? That's kind of rude.
Right? For 4 of the same level? Oh, it's okay.
Existing is garbage.
Yeah. I think the lowest we'll rate anything is meh.
Okay.
I think that's a fair assessment. Because I think we're too nice.
We are pretty nice.
Kick it off with 64. So, We got the leap into 3D, but it's kind of basic.
Yep.
It's just a ribbon with a little chompy here and there without the stakes of falling off.
The adrenaline.
Yeah.
It's feeling meh.
Feeling meh. Yeah. This is
feeling real meh.
This is a meh burger for sure.
I have on a notepad listed 1 through 9 and 64 is number 9.
Yeah. Super Circuit. That one, it looked pretty. Love me the aesthetic of Super Circuit, but it still didn't have too much to offer. You had your jumps.
Tell you, those jumps rocketed it to the top of mine. Not
Really?
number 1. I'm thinking it's like 2 or 3 for me.
Wow, just
Because- For it to be so early, yet give it like the fun of the hopping off of track, and you could knock somebody off and kill them, or you could shortcut yourself. I think that's so cool.
You were thinking with relativity.
I love that,
And
and
perception.
I also love the backgrounds and how it's sort of like almost timeless. It looks better than some of the ones that came after it.
Honestly, yeah. This is. So I think we will have to average it across the board.
Yeah.
I think I would have given it a solid. So you'd probably give it a really good. Flesh?
I would give it a really good.
Okay. God likes. That's a bit much.
It's not the great.
Okay. Sasuke, what are you feeling?
I'm gonna say solid.
Okay.
Having the addition of the jump pad is a really nice
brings
touch
it
that
up.
you don't really see anywhere else. Which is why I kind of moved it. I originally thought of it as average, but you brought up that jump pad, which got me thinking about that some more. And
Got you thinking.
it's worth a solid. It's worth a solid for me.
Yeah.
But it is aesthetically, you had the background. It looked really beautiful, but the track itself was just. The jump pad is basically all I had going for it.
I see that.
I feel you. I think because the two are beating it out on solid, we'll keep it there. But if anything else is solid, we'll put it in front of it. How about that, Flesh? Next we got Double Dash. Flesh, you start with this. The unbiased look at it.
The unbiased look is that the things that were floating around it didn't really make much.
Yeah, you really like the visual. You are a visual person.
I need visuals to feel good. Now, there were some other tracks that we looked at that felt good as a race. This felt like they were still trying to find their foot.
Yeah.
They did some cool things. It was the first time we saw a trampoline tube thing.
Yeah, saw a lot of boost pads.
Would give it a solid.
Okay. I really.
What I thought he was gonna say. I'm gonna be honest.
You thought he was gonna say average. I did think you were gonna average. I think this is the first time the design, the layout of the map was pretty unique. We were getting away from just blocky turns and not just a ribbon of swirls. This one had, I think overall it had a figure 8, but it had a figure 8 with some loops in it and some squiggles. And then that cannon to shoot it alongside. I think I would give it a really good, but I don't know if that's a bias showing that. It's really colorful. I like the floating objects because I think that's a little more okay. I think the floating objects are cooler than neon signs, but I don't know if it's cooler than fireworks.
Yeah.
Fireworks are flashy. I
It
mean,
almost feels like there's unused assets, and they were like, just put
right. But they are the items in the game, and I like seeing that used more often. I think the difficulty of the level is putting out a really good for me as well.
Okay.
I think my bias wants to make it godlike, and I'm not gonna be that biased. Sasuke, how about you?
Bias aside, like complete bias aside. I came in here thinking it was gonna be my top one. It isn't. I'm just gonna be like straight up on that. Kind of lower down on the list than I thought it was gonna be, but that's mainly because looking at it objectively, it added a lot of things to Mario Kart, but it was also the start of it, so it was kind of, it wasn't well put out yet.
Okay.
And looking at some of the later tracks and some of the newer things that they were doing, like 7 and 8 and all that, it doesn't really hold up as much as my nostalgia kind of thought it did.
Mm-hmm.
Although still a really good track, and challenge-wise, you know, there's a really good balance between the rails, no rails, and then going with Double Dash as a game alone, you did have the people with their special weapons, their special items. So that kind of having everything together, I would put it at a really good. But if we're looking at just the Rainbow Road itself, I'm actually gonna have to put it at a solid myself.
Okay. Next, we have Mario Kart DS's Rainbow Road. Looking at the video, I don't remember this thumbnail looking so complicated. This looks like a roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
But what we saw didn't feel like a roller coaster.
Right.
I'm feeling kind of average with this one. It took the ideas of, I think Flesh, you brought this up. It took it was Double Dash and shortened it.
Yes.
And then it had a loop-de-loop.
Yep.
So loop-de-loop is cool. Keeps your shoes looking good, well, however the song goes. But it's pretty average to me. Yeah.
That did not work at all.
No.
I'd agree with that average rating. It had the swirls. It had that loop-de-loop pole.
Loop-de-loop.
But at the end of the day, there was really nothing else to it. It was just a really boring. I really didn't feel like there was any threat on the entire map.
Yeah. What you got, Flesh?
I agree. I think I agree with it being average. But that's what they were kind of going for, right? They were like, we can now make this on the DS.
Yeah.
But we need to do it without a whole lot of work.
Yeah.
It's also kind of ugly. I'm
Yeah.
looking at the DS because it's just the way that things looked on there, unless it was like especially like this is a brand new game for everything sort of looked a little worse.
I mean, it was the first time portable was 3D.
Yes.
Gotta give them that. So it's like, it's. I mean, everyone says how ugly 64 kind of was. So I guess it's fair. Mario Kart 64 was kind of ugly,
It was ugly.
but it was
There
revolutionary.
was a lot of the N64.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's meh just because it's another course simply drug over.
Fair enough. I think it was 2 averages and 1 meh.
Oh no, I mean average. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I apologize.
Raking it over the coals.
Ranking average.
I'm curious where we're gonna rank this one. We got Mario Kart, Wii's Rainbow Road.
Rainbow Road.
I feel like this has a tender spot in a lot of people's heart. Not just us,
Yep.
just in general.
It's true. The danger level very low.
Yes.
Yeah. The track goes all over the place, though. I like that.
Yes.
The design of it goes everywhere. I like the turns and the. I think they took the danger level away and they wanted it to be a fun and exciting level with the parkour elements and stuff.
Yes.
A lot of turnpikes and things like that. I think this is really good. And it's a really good
I
track.
think it's really good.
Nice. Nice.
All agree again. That's
Wow.
twice in a row we've all agreed.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah.
I really like that.
I was saying,
Really
if
like
we
that.
were just going off of visuals alone, I would actually say it's godlike.
Right.
It's pretty.
'Cause I just think visually looks very pleasing.
It's a pleasing.
It's a pleasing.
It's a pleasing.
Moving on. Mario Kart 7's Rainbow Road.
It's a moon.
It's a moon.
That's no moon.
And we got a ring on this one. I don't know how to judge this one since I never played it. Design-wise, I would give it a godlike. I like how many elements they throw into this, but track-wise, I think it's really good. In difficulty, I think it's really good.
Okay.
Pretty solid track.
I am looking at this, and this is the first time that they are focusing really tightly in on the track.
Yeah.
Your camera is like pointed in such a way where you don't really see around you. You don't have a lot of. This is the track that was just one way. Right? It's not laps.
Correct.
Yes, this was the 3 different.
It was a sprint.
Yes.
The sprint. Yeah.
The sprint. I like that it's new,
innovative,
quote unquote, to Rainbow Roads, and I like that you do. They started to really make you feel like you're in an environment, right? So
yes.
You were in space before, or you
very
were
themed
on just Rainbow Road. Now you are somehow a little bit more grounded in the universe of Mario.
Yeah, you're actually in space and not in a void on a ribbon floating around.
Yeah, I do think it's a little too focused on the track. So I'm somewhere between really good and solid.
Fair enough.
I feel like, I guess if I had to choose, I'm leaning towards solid because I'm not firmly in really good.
Sasuke!
I ranked this one as my number 1.
Ooh.
Oh.
I did indeed.
Okay.
Because, having the focus on the track rather than the atmosphere doesn't really bother me personally too much. And on top of that, you guys brought up all the different elements they brought in. The simple fact that when you're on the moon, you have that little floaty, like gravity kind of thing. I thought that was a really nice touch to bring into it. The only downside to the map itself was I didn't really feel like there was a lot of danger with it.
Okay. I can see that.
There was a good balance between rails and no rails, but again, the footage, really wasn't anybody throwing a whole lot of items there. There wasn't really a whole lot of clashing of the carts. So there's a lot of those factors that we didn't really get to see with the footage itself. But I did rank it 1, but I'm gonna have to say really good just because of that fact alone. That it could be better. It could be godlike to me if we were able to see a more competitive kind of view. But the video was just trying to show us the map itself. So I mean, you can't really ask that.
Fair enough. With a 2-to-1 vote, we got a really good with the DS. And now we have been very judgeful of this track. Maybe unfairly, maybe justified. SNES, the 4th iteration on the Mario Kart 8 chopping block. I don't know. It's
this
here.
one's glow up. It does it for me.
Yeah.
I like to take what was, at the very beginning of what anybody understood was.
Yeah.
And to make it not only still exciting, but visually very entertaining, I would give it a really good.
Yeah. I love the personality of it. I like that the thwomp in the thumbnail kind of takes center stage. It's like this is their track.
It is.
Also, this is like the only canon moment where we got a rainbow thwomp for some reason.
Yes.
It's really cool. I think I would have really liked to see it explore more than being flat.
Yes.
I would have liked him to try to be a little more inventive, like I mentioned with Ribbon Road. He could have maybe thrown in like an anti-gravity thing in there somehow. I mean, it is Rainbow Road. We're in space. You can do that.
At least a hill.
Yeah.
Some sort of dip.
Yeah. But we love that the moon is back. We liked it in Super Circuit. The background of this is very, very beautiful. Mario Kart 8 does not skimp out on their backgrounds. This is a really good level. Really good.
Is that your ranking?
Yep. Gotta go with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to say really good as well. Simply because it was a really big glow up looking from where it started to where it's at now. Obviously, like you guys said, it's still a little bit too linear, but they did add all of the thwomps. There's an actual threat on the map itself.
Yeah.
Which adds a lot to it. and just visually between the background, and I really liked what they did with the tiles with the rainbow. I feel like it made the colors pop a little bit more compared to any of the other renditions. So yeah, I'd have to say really good on this one.
Awesome. I love that it has to stand on the ashes of its previous forms to be up here. The hot garbage.
This isn't even my final form.
Exactly. Anywho, Rainbow Road N64 on Mario Kart 8. I like the lore that we created with this one, and I feel like this is gonna unfairly impact in favor of it. Like, it's warm, it's cozy, and this was honestly one of my least favorite tracks in all of Mario Kart 8, just because of how kind of boring it is to play. There's not much opportunity for conflict with the items, especially when it's a sprint. You would think they'd have at least like 6 or 7 opportunities to get items, but with it being a sprint, the laps are very short. I feel like Mario Circuit, very first level, is longer than this. I don't know. I think I love the look of it, but at the end of the day, it's the gameplay. And I think it's not meh, I think it's just average for me. I like me a train. I like me some fireworks. But it's all style, no substance.
Yeah, that's a very fair point. They added a lot to make it visually pleasing, but they didn't really add it. They made it longer. They didn't add anything else. It just longer.
And to be fair, they did this. I didn't mention that it's totally reinvented. It's a true remake that's not like the original in any way, except for it being a long ribbon and chain chomps.
Well, the starting position was the same.
Yeah.
The whole dip, but that's about it. I'm actually gonna give this one a solid, just because like I really think the visual buffs that they gave it did kind of make it that much better to where I could feel comfortable saying it's a solid. The position of the boxes and the coins are an issue, especially the boxes, because having no items on a map that has no other threats, it doesn't really lead to a whole lot of fun gameplay, just racing, and that's it. But yeah, I would still have to give it a solid just because of that visual buff between that brown gold added in with the rainbow that we talked about. It's just visually just good.
It's very tasteful.
Very.
Gives me.
We do love a good color palette.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Warm. People like a nice orange. Warm feel.
I mean, I stand by what I said before. It's a Disneyland.
Yeah.
But, you know, I like Disneyland.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. If you're in last place, short of a bullet bill, there's no way you're winning. And there's no way you're enjoying that.
You accidentally fall off on this, game over, man.
You're just not happy.
Yeah.
You can't even enjoy the ride. You know, I'm gonna say that this is average for me.
Good.
It's definitely not meh.
Meh's too harsh. We can't put both 64s in meh.
Both 64s in.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
There was an upgrade. It's all visual.
Yeah. It has a good spot. We give it the respect. We'll play it. We won't moan and groan too much when it pops up on the random selection, but for a third time maybe. But last but certainly not least, we have Mario Kart 8's unique take on Rainbow Road.
Yes.
This, I think, because I'm a madman and I love 200cc, it's my preferred playstyle. I think the difficulty of this is such an anxiety-inducing and fun roller coaster. This might be my own godlike. I'm calling this one godlike in how much I love the space and satellite structure of it all. This is the legacy of Rainbow Road is that this is full stop the hardest track. Everyone hates seeing it in a casual setting, like, oh man, no, I want to have fun. Why are we doing Rainbow Road? This is the Rainbow Road that you play when you want it to be a crazy time. So that is my justification for giving it the godlike status.
Okay.
Because like you said, the Wii one, that one's not hard. It's fun, but it's not hard. It's a fun ride, but that's where I stand.
I'm gonna have to be the complete opposite of you.
Yeah. The colors on this one, not a big fan of.
Not
You
even
are.
just the colors. For me, I think this is difficult for all the wrong reasons.
That's
I
fair.
think that this is not a Rainbow Road, quote unquote. It is some other kind of track with Rainbow Road influence. There isn't much falling off that you can do. I don't think that you can easily fall off. From what we saw, I think that your issue is more running into something because it's so muddy.
There are a lot of railing sections, but I've seen my fair share of people fall off on that beginning S.
Falling off.
Yeah.
If this is a ranking of Rainbow Roads,
Yes, that's fair.
I'm going to say that this is my least favorite.
Wow.
But is it a bad track? Not necessarily.
Like layout wise.
When it comes to Rainbow Roads, this is not what I'm looking for. I think that you are creating something different with this. So
That's fair.
in the
That's a
ranking
good
of Rainbow
viewpoint.
Road, I'm giving this a meh.
God, just the idea of seeing this next to N64. It's crazy though, like it's like the first one in our ranking, at least it's the first one. If those are both sitting next to each other, that's hilarious.
The oldest and the newest.
Yeah.
I guess not the oldest because we have SNES, but
Sure.
We got that in the hot garbage. We got
we
that
don't talk
down there.
about that one.
We don't talk about that one.
Yeah, it's a very solid point that it brings up that it's not really a Rainbow Road, but more like a Rainbow Road-esque with major influence on the space style that Rainbow Road is. But like I was going with my concerns before, they went too much around the satellites.
Yeah, they dove deep into
They
it.
made it too much focused on it, and it didn't really feel like I was actually embracing the whole space atmosphere that Rainbow Road's kind of intended to give us. So I'm gonna have to slap it on an average.
Okay. I think that. God, now we just fucking complicate how that would work.
You're right.
I think solid would be too high with the average. I think average would be the fairest place to put this. Because really good is way too high. I think solid would be too high. Yeah, average makes sense, right?
It's right in between. It's a solid average.
Now, I want to throw a monkey wrench at you guys. This is a retroactive decision. Because we gotta make it interesting. We need at least one godlike. We need a king of Rainbow Roads.
You need a king.
So
One
out of
really good.
out of the three really goods, we need a king out of these. The cream of the crop. What is the quintessential Rainbow Road?
So real quick, give like a rundown of what we're looking at.
Okay. We've got a very whimsical and fun Rainbow Road in the Wii. You introduce in some ramps, some trick moves, some motion controls, and it's pretty faithful to the idea of Rainbow Road of just being a ribbon, very magical. It's a good time. You're in space, good background. You're kind of in the void, but you're still in space. You're up there. And then we're going heavy into a space theme with 7. It's a sprint, so there's a lot of new stuff to see. Lots of rockets, lots of moons. So you're losing the whimsicalness for the heavy theming of space. But that's not to say it's a bad thing. it's a nice interpretation of Rainbow Road. And almost like it's poetic that this coming of age story of the OG Rainbow Road, to see it in its fourth form this close to the top. And I mean, every single Rainbow Road here is here because of this guy right here. I don't know how much more faithful than you could get than the original. It's not the original of the original, but still the original, if that makes any sense.
It does. And I'll even go a step further to say it's probably the most dangerous.
Out of these three? Yeah. I think the lanes might be tighter. No, maybe they're all about average length, but no railings to speak of. 200cc? Well, okay, can't rank that because you have to go 150 because 200 is an option for the other ones. 150. This is a dangerous track. You throw those ramps aren't there for you to have fun. Those things are dangerous. If you're on a drift and you nick that ramp, that messes up your whole thing. Your drift is going wider. You're off the track. The thwomps. I mean, there's really no danger in the Wii one. Besides items, obviously, or track gimmicks.
I'm gonna have to put my vote in. I definitely think that SNES.
Yeah, I think we all argued ourselves into making it.
We all argued.
That's crazy.
Sasuke, what do you think?
You know, as much as I love stuff that they added in the Wii version,
Yeah.
to make it like its own, like here's this, and then 7 as well with, that was the first game that had the paragliding. They showed a bit of that. They had the moon, they had the gravity. It was all super cool, but at the end of the day, dude, having no railing, no matter how simple that track is, no railing, you're adding in the slumps that make, in this edition, make the ground shake.
And you can
give that
you can trick off that first bump, right? The biggest bump.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can do it off of a couple of them actually. So, all hail Lord SNES.
Life is poetry. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Bingo. That's a good list.
I'll be damned. No, that's